I was going through different dizzy spells, like random. I'd be out shopping and find myself grabbing onto the shopping cart, thinking like the floor was moving. It's not so much that I was spinning, but I was not stable.
When our daughter was a freshman at St. Teresa's, she started experiencing numbness down the right side of her leg, right side of her whole body.
He had a grade 4, they call it, and it was in the worst place. It's the worst kind of tumor you can have in the worst place you can have one.
They think it was 10 to 15 years of growth that was found.
Paige's tumor is on the thalamus of her brain. Because of its location, they told us that it's considered to be inoperable unless she's experiencing grave difficulties.
He was diagnosed in April and passed away in December.
It's shocking. You're like, you can't be losing your child. You're not.
Yeah,
children are supposed to outlive you.
Many thoughts start running through your head, of course. What does tomorrow look like? What does next week look like? And what does this mean to us? What does this mean for my wife's health, for our family?
Hello, my name is Jonathan Brashears. I'm a neurosurgeon specializing in brain and skull-based tumors at the St. Luke's Marion Block Neuroscience Institute. We are proud to be a presenting sponsor of this event and continue our support of Be Headstrong. As someone who has worked at some of the leading brain tumor centers in the world, I'm proud to say that St. Luke's is one of the region's best choices to receive world-class brain tumor care. We offer the full range of the latest treatment options for primary and metastatic brain tumors at both diagnosis and recurrence. Our team uses advanced diagnostic imaging, cutting-edge surgical approaches, as well as offering standard of care and clinical trial options to deliver the most innovative, compassionate, and personalized care. I'm continually inspired by the courage and resilience my patients show in the face of difficult diagnoses, and it's because of them that we are committed to advancing the treatment of this devastating disease. At St. Luke's, we share in Be Headstrong's mission to support brain tumor patients and their loved ones every step of the way. You can trust St. Luke's to be your partner in this fight.
I think that there's something about those who are in the brain tumor and brain cancer community where they get it. They can understand one another.
The Be Headstrong Foundation is very unique with, their board, and they've all been touched by brain tumors or brain cancer. So they're looking at it from a perspective that they've been in their shoes or been through with family members or friends. They just want to help in making sure that they can just touch their lives of the patients just in a small way to give them some relief.
So I can connect with caregivers, and so that's where I can speak to someone else, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's not just us, it's not just me.
It's important for Kansas City to have an organization like Be Headstrong because a brain tumor diagnosis affects the entire family.
They might not need it this second, but they're going to need help with their bills. They might just feel panicked right now, but they're going to need someone to talk to. It's nice to know that Be Headstrong can provide emotional support and financial support for these families.
If someone who has this condition is a breadwinner or something like that, they've got bills to pay.
They help with gift cards all the time.
One of my young patients really wanted a lift chair. The Be Headstrong Foundation delivered a lift chair to the patient the next day.
They sent one of our patients once on a trip. He had always wanted to go for a trip.
One of the things that I've enjoyed doing as part of the board is the Christmas shopping for kids at Children's Mercy and then delivering.
They shared with us stories and made us realize that we weren't alone in this process, and now we're capable of doing the same thing with other people.
The positivity that comes out of that and helping one another, it almost makes you forget, your own battle.
You can rest assured that nearly 100% of any donation you make or any purchase you make is going directly back to the people in Kansas City who are experiencing the difficult journey of a brain tumor.
The fundraiser is what we count on every year so that Be Headstrong can keep helping our families.
There's some things in our auction that are just really one of a kind that we're really excited about this year. Kate Spade baskets, chocolate baskets, kid baskets, man baskets, love your mom basket, you name it. We kind of have a little bit of everything. So we just have a group of people every year who volunteer their time and energy to make these baskets. And it's really a fun event because we all get to come together. We're all here for the same reason, the same purpose, and people can be creative and kind of artsy and craftsy and put these baskets together, knowing that every dollar that we get from these baskets goes right back to the patients who are in need.
They need funds so that they can continue to support our families, and our families need it. The pandemic has made life only harder, and then getting a diagnosis of cancer, they really need help, and we count on this money.
Their mind is full, they're stressed, and all they can think about is, how am I gonna get better, but I also have to pay my bills and take care of my family as well.
Cancer doesn't stop for a pandemic. It doesn't break for the holidays. It is brutal, and it is so hard for families, and any help that we can give them is just invaluable.
She and Arnie decided they couldn't wait for COVID, so they got married in December, and now they're happily married and bought their first house and just kind of living the dream up in snow country.
We raised money for Be Headstrong through a pool tournament. Our son loved to play pool. We decided to have a pool tournament just to celebrate his life, and it went so well that we decided that we were just going to have our 8th one this year.
So what I try to do is focus on taking each day and doing what I can while I can.
I go back to that first day and that first week, and it's terrifying, it's scary, and man, if we can sit next to those people and just be with them on their journey, even though we have our own journey, that's our desire, because you can't, as my wife would say, no one journeys alone.